Hi, my name is Maria. I'm a face yoga teacher, Ayurvedic practitioner, energy healer, and a co-founder of Magical Medicine. And today I'd like to discuss a very hot topic. Is Botox good preventative for aging and wrinkles? Um, I have seen people advertising Botox as a preventative. So they say that it's good to start early, preferably before you have wrinkles. So as you age, your skin is better and you have less wrinkles. Because after you already have developed wrinkles, then it's more difficult to get rid of them. So first of all, there is no scientific evidence to prove this claim. To prove this claim, we would need two groups of women. We would need a comparative longitudinal study. Basically, we'd need two groups of women. One group would start using Botox before they developed wrinkles, and another group would start using Botox after they developed wrinkles. And then, when they use Botox for a certain amount of time, or actually better, when they all reach a certain age, then their markers, pre agreed and easily quantifiable markers, so the data is actually not biased, would need to be taken and analyzed and presented in the research. So to prove that Botox can be used as a preventative and in this is effective to be used this way. At the moment, this data doesn't exist, so there is no scientific proof that Botox can be used or is effective used as a preventative. So my argument for using Botox as a preventative, first of all, you have no scientific research. So it's you will be, if you think how much you invest into Botox. I've researched, and one injection of Botox costs approximately one injection of Botox into 3 areas cost approximately £300. I may be wrong. It also depends on the area and the practitioner. But overall, it would take £300. I actually prepared some notes here. So let's say that generally you need 3 to 4 injections per year. So if let's say you use 3 injections per year to maintain the result, then that would be £900 per year. And if you start, and then in 10 years, that would cost you £9,000 or more, actually, because who knows, you may need a bigger dose, you may need more frequent treatments, and there is so basically you're investing £9,000 in 10 years without any guarantees that you're actually gonna look any younger, better, or have less wrinkles. And why I say that there is no guarantee, because one of a frequent argument is that wrinkles are mainly caused by the repetitive muscle movements, which cause the folding of the skin, and then we see wrinkles, which is true. But the problem and the big flaw of this argument is that wrinkles are not solely caused by that. If that would be true, then we could infer that Botox is a good preventative because it stops the muscle from moving, so it means that you're not going to have wrinkles. But because wrinkles are also caused by other factors, for example, skin dehydration, and why skin dehydration is caused is actually lack of nutrition. It can be caused by external factors like too much sun exposure or lack of nourishment from the outside, but it can also be caused with the internal factors, like a lack of blood flow to the muscle, to the skin. And we know that when we exercise, so when we do facial exercises or we do massages, our face is flushed. So that's where the blood flow is increased into the area. And while Botox paralyzes the muscle, obviously the blood flow to the muscle is diminished. So yes, you are potentially preventing, you are preventing the wrinkles caused by muscle contraction, but you may be actually creating more wrinkles and um, mm, decreasing the quality of your skin by using Botox. Another cause of wrinkles is drooping down of the facial fat pockets, and that would cause the nasolabial folds or the jewels. Can Botox prevent it? Absolutely no. And then another cause of wrinkle formation is difference of tension between muscles. So if some muscles are overly relaxed and others are overly tensed, then you may see a wrinkle there. And does Botox prevent that? No, it actually encourages it, because as some muscles are relaxed, others will be more tensed, and then over time you will surely see more wrinkles. And finally, Botox is not a cure for wrinkles. It doesn't cure them, it temporarily masks them. That's all it does. It masks them not in a healthy way. You are injecting Botox close to your brain and your eyes. You're basically putting your health under risk every time you use it. And I have personally seen um, my friends, some friends, not getting the results they wanted, just because every person's anatomy and physiology is slightly different. So even if Botox is injected by a medical doctor, it still can go wrong, and it's not advised for to be used by pregnant women. It is not advised to be used by groups of people with some health conditions, including MS. Um, and there are other conditions as well, which I can't remember from the top of my head, but they also are not good candidates for Botox, because it can the botulinum toxin can spread in their body. So yes, you're putting, if you're starting earlier, then you're actually putting your body under more risks. You're paying a lot of money for that, and without any scientific evidence that this may work. This is There is no solid foundation. So if we would be able to compare two groups of women and say that yes, like the women who used Botox um, earlier have less wrinkles, but we can't. There is no such data available. And what really worries me is that um, girls are starting using the Botox younger and younger, and so if that is not going to stop this advertising that Botox is a good preventative, by no time people as young as 18 will start using it, or maybe 14 years old. We should be really cautious with those with believing those claims without scientific evidence, because I know that many girls are already, many really young girls are already using Botox um, absolutely unnecessarily, just as preventative. So that's why I wanted to share with you my thoughts and my understanding of using Botox as a preventative. And I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, or if you would like to add anything, would love to hear from you. Please comment down below. The last thing I wanted to say, that this is not an attack on any practitioner who uses Botox. It's also not an attack for people who use Botox. It's just information, food for thought for those who are considering Botox as a preventative. Because I believe that if people have information and they clearly understand what it can or cannot do as a preventative, then they can choose. There is no need for me to stop anybody from using Botox if it's clearly understood by you guys what it can or cannot do. So that's my point, and if this video was helpful, please subscribe to our channel, and see you soon.